I married and had kids with an obscenely obese woman, and I regret it every day of my life. I met her when I was 27 through my ex-girlfriend, who was her best friend. She was around 520 pounds, and I slept with her because my ex had destroyed my confidence. Then I couldn't ghost her because I felt too guilty. We moved in together after 3 months because I was living with my parents and felt like a loser. I got her pregnant 4 months in. My alcoholic dad called me a failure. We fought, I shoved him, and got arrested. We got evicted and crashed on her cousin's couch for 4 months. I got a warehouse job and we moved into an extended stay hotel. Our daughter Iris was born there. I lost the job because I kept missing shifts when my wife couldn't get out of bed. Her knees were destroyed from her weight. My dad died 2 weeks later and I didn't go to the funeral. That was year 1. 6 years later, we have 2 kids, and I think about escaping daily. She has borderline personality disorder, so any conversation turns into her sobbing or screaming. I have bipolar disorder and shut down during confrontation. She gets $1,300 monthly on disability, but spends $400 on delivery food. I watch her eat $60 of Taco Bell while our power bill is overdue. She needs constant physical touch, but I haven't been attracted to her in years. Every time she reaches for me, I tense up. 8 months ago, I had a panic attack realizing I'd live like this until I died. Then I thought about my daughters and knew if I left, I'd lose them with my criminal record and mental health issues. I started researching custody cases and learned courts look at who can physically care for kids. I joined a gym and told her it was for my mental health. I started documenting everything. She couldn't get off the couch to help Iris with homework. She'd fall asleep at 6 p.m. and I'd do everything alone. I took photos when the apartment was trashed. I kept every delivery receipt. I recorded her screaming at Iris for spilling juice. I talked to a lawyer after 4 months. He said I had a real case because she couldn't physically parent. I lost 40 pounds to look responsible. I got a better paying job. I took the girls to the park every weekend and photographed it for proof. I'd asked her 6 times to try therapy and she refused. I'd begged her to play with our daughters and she said I didn't understand her pain. Last month I told her I wanted a divorce. She sobbed asking how I could do this. She threw a remote at me and said no one would want me and I was abandoning her. I handed her the papers. Court was 3 weeks ago. I wore an ironed shirt. She wore stained sweatpants. My lawyer presented photos of her asleep while Iris needed help. He showed $2,000 in delivery receipts. He played recordings of her yelling at Penny. He read statements from teachers about how I was always present. Her lawyer argued disability, but my lawyer said she'd refused every accommodation and therapy option. The judge gave me primary custody. She gets supervised visitation every other Saturday. She has to pay $85 monthly child support and cried in the courtroom. She called days later sobbing that I'd destroyed her life. I hung up. Her sister texted saying she gained 70 more pounds and hasn't left her apartment except for visitation. I'm in a new apartment with the girls now.